In graduate school, I worked in an enology and viticulture lab, which is a lab that studies grapes and wine. The studies that we did required us sometimes to compare our samples to those that were commercially available. And so from time to time, I would go down with a PO to the liquor store and pick up liquor. I knew that eventually this meant that it was possible that someone I knew from church would see me coming out of the liquor store. And sure enough, it wasn't long before my bishop at church saw me coming out of the liquor store and finally drummed up the courage to actually address it. When he asked me what I was doing, I said, well, Jesus turned water into wine, and I'm turning wine into a PhD. And of course, the bishop wasn't concerned. He figured I had a really good excuse. He really didn't know what I did in grad school, but after our conversation and the clever retort that I provided, of course, it went away. The things I learned about wine have taught me a lot about what's in life, what happens to those in life, and it's taught me mostly what people, how the things with which we surround us affect how people view you in this life. I'm sure there were other people who saw me coming out of the liquor store, said nothing, judged me to be a hypocrite, and left it at that. I never drank any of those bottles, never had any liquor on my own, certainly not in grad school. It's one of the things that my boss liked about me and the Muslim fellow who did all the sampling of the bottles is that we didn't imbibe. But there are people who don't understand that most people turn wine into urine. I turned it into a PhD. Godspeed, good luck. And remember that there's usually more to the story than you think.